everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing a few messages that have recently helped me a lot with overcoming like my negative thought patterns, my constant anxiety over everything. And by recently, I mean literally yesterday morning. But this just comes to show that once you find the message, once you find what you're looking for and you deeply understand it and you genuinely try to apply it to your life, the switch is instant. The switch is actually instant. Once you decide in that moment that that is when you are going to change, the switch is instant. And sometimes it's hard to find the message, find what you're looking for that's going to push you to want to apply it, or not want to apply it, but finding something beneficial and that's going to click with you and that can align with you and actually help you change these negative patterns that you have. And hopefully what I have to share with you guys today can help. I hope that this video finds the right people, but I just want to share a few messages that I wrote down. So yeah, I just want to start by saying no amount of regret will change the past. You can't spend so much time dwelling on what could have been, what you could have done to change the situations. You can't change the past. The past, it's not real anymore. Every time you think about all those situations that you wish could have gone differently and you blame yourself for those outcomes, all you're doing is bringing yourself back to that place in your mind. In your mind, your brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not. And that's part of manifesting too. It starts within your mind. You just repeat things to yourself, and you might seem fucking crazy when you're saying shit that you don't really believe in at the moment. But the more you say it, the more you believe it, and in your mind's gonna think that whatever you believe is true, and your reality, your 3D reality, will start to reflect that back to you. So when you start dwelling on the past and thinking about things that could have been, you're just putting yourself back in that position, and you start to feel all these negative emotions from back then, because your brain actually thinks that that situation's happening again. So no amount of regret will change the past, and no amount of anxiety can change the future, but any amount of gratitude will change the present, and the present is all that matters, because you can spend so much time worrying about your future, and maybe you'll have fears about what can go wrong, but you need to redirect all of that energy into positivity, because the future hasn't even happened. If you're going to focus on all these negativity, all these negative things, and all these fears that your future's not going to go the way you want it to go, then you're going to manifest that outcome. So you have to be grateful for every moment. Just take things slow. I feel like in the past, I need to get things done really fast for some reason. Maybe because my parents were always pushing me to get things done right away, where I just feel like I just do it to get it over with, But now I kind of just take my time, and every single task, every single place, even if it's small things like washing my face or cleaning my room, making my bed, just small things. I take my time. I try to romanticize everything I do. And by doing that, not only are you setting intentions, but you'll find purpose in all of these things. It won't stress you out. You won't feel like you won't dread to do these things, you know. There's many, it's just always your perspective, how you look at things. That's what makes it special, you know. So if you're grateful that you get to do anything, then you can start to slowly romanticize it and turn the present moment into a special moment every single time. You have to remember that your energy is pure, your heart is pure, you're magnetic, you're attractive. Your pure heart, your pure soul, that's your gift, okay? That's your gift. Don't let anybody take that away from you. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody dim your light. Remember, shine bright like the sun. The sun is so bright. Like, I can't even... Can you even see me? I feel like I need to block the sun. So, I don't know. But yeah, just remember, don't let people affect your energy. When you're by yourself, if you know you're a good person, if you know your energy is magnetic, you know your energy is strong, it's positive, it's amazing, and then you go out and you see other people and they start making you feel otherwise, just don't surround yourself with those people. Why do you want to be around people that make you feel less about yourself? To me, I think it's better to have no friends than have a bunch of fake friends, you know? I'm okay with being by myself because at the end of the day, people just care about themselves. Like, yeah, like you care about your family, your friends, maybe your boyfriend, your girlfriend, but you will always, just at the end of the day, only have yourself, you know? People will not always be there for you. People may be there for you, but don't know how to support you in the way that you really need in the moment. So you have to take a lot of time for yourself and understand your needs and how to help yourself, you know? It's a good thing to learn because you can't depend on people. And I have that problem. I have bad attachment issues. Actually, I'm gonna stop myself right there. I don't have bad attachment issues. I'm healing that. See, I have an issue where sometimes I talk bad about myself, and it's not okay to talk bad about yourself, but you know, it all starts with just you catching those moments so you don't continue adding on bad things, you know? Catch yourself the first time you say something bad and just kind of affirm like what you want, you know? Like I say I have bad anxiety, instead of saying that, be like, no, I'm healing, I'm not anxious, I feel peace inside. You just have to keep reaffirming those, and after a while it starts to become true. You actually start to feel that way instead. And that's gonna bring me to my next point, is to embrace the changes in your life. Sometimes you have to loosen up your sense of identity. You have to allow yourself to walk a new path. And it might seem scary because you don't know what this path is going to lead to, but that's what faith is for, right? Like, I have faith in the universe. You have to trust in the universe. Trust in Source, Creator, God, your higher self, whoever you believe in. You have to trust. If you look back on all the things that you might be like, wow, like I can't believe that happened to me, like it's so bad. Like I have moments in my past where I'm like, what the fuck, you know? In the moment, I'm genuinely like, what the fuck? Like my life is what the fuck, you know? Like what the fuck? Just what the fuck? But now looking back, I'm so happy that all those what the fuck moments happened, because I would not be where I am today. I have grown so much. You look back every single year, you're a different person, and that's a good thing. That's what growth is. And growth does not always look like a straight line up, you know. In order to grow, sometimes you need setbacks. And oh, yesterday I watched this video because I was asking the universe for a sign, and it's crazy because I was like, universe, I want you to send me a sign through like a tarot card reading on YouTube. And I never get tarot card readings on my YouTube. Like, it's just not in my algorithm. I don't watch them because like I feel like some people are just bullshitting. But I opened my YouTube, the first video is a fucking tarot card reading. But I just really felt connected to that video, so I ended up watching the whole thing. And she like had this I don't know what the word is, but she basically said, imagine a slingshot, okay? Slingshot thing in my hand. You take the ball's you, and then you pull it back and you let go, it catapults forward. So if you feel like you're in a really bad place, if you feel like you're at rock bottom or you're just kind of lost, you know, like, just kind of remember, in order to grow, we are drawn back. You're drawn back. You hit rock bottom. And once you're there, you have to let go all of that tension that's built up inside of you. You have to let go of all the negative beliefs, all your limiting beliefs. And once you let that go, that's when you're gonna catapult forward. And when she said that, I was like, holy shit. That really helped me kind of like accept where I was at, like mentally, you know? Yeah, but like when I heard that, it just really clicked in my head, and it helped me let go of a lot of things. I don't know how. I think it was just, that was the message I was looking for, and I was already asking the universe for a sign. So maybe it was all those factors that helped me kind of have it click in my head. Maybe it's different for everybody, but that's just how it was for me. And you have to realize that the day that everything begins for you is the day that you release all of your negative beliefs, all your limiting beliefs, you know. And it also comes with a switch in perspective. Like, I don't like the rain, or I used to not like the rain. Like, every time it rains, I'm like, what the fuck? Ew, like, I'm gross, it's sticky. Like, I just don't like it, you know? But instead, in that video, she also said, like, instead of sorry, my boyfriend just called me. Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the rain. Like, she said something like, instead of viewing it like such in a bad way, go outside and dance in the rain. And I was like, at first I heard that, I was like, ew. But then, literally, I go outside and it's fucking raining. And what did I do? I danced in the rain. Well, kind of. I did a few spins and then I got in my car and I drove to my friend's house. But still, it was just a small switch in perspective that just made me appreciate the rain, which I never appreciate. I didn't like the rain, but now I think it's a beautiful thing, you know? Like, connect to the earth. I'm literally at the park right now. I might need to move soon because the UV's literally like 10 right now, and I just checked because I'm wearing a tank top. I checked my back and I think I have a really weird looking like tan because my tank top was kind of showing part of my like lower back, so I don't want to get weird tan lines. But yeah, remember, be open to all the possible experiences. Don't be scared. My parents, you know, growing up, they don't like me going out because they're scared that a bunch of bad things are gonna happen to me, because they love me, you know. That's normal to have worries and all that stuff, but I realized that being scared does not prevent me from being harmed or being in danger. It prevents me from living life, you know? How many times, like, if they think every time I go out I'm gonna get hit by a car, and am I supposed to stay in and not drive a car? You know, you can't let that shit prevent you from doing anything, you know? Don't manifest. If you are scared and you put all your focus on those negative things, you will manifest that negative thing. Because one time, like 2-3 years ago, I used to go to the park a lot, and my mom would freak out that I'm going to the park in the middle of the day because she thinks I'm gonna get raped by 4 like men. And I was just like, what? Like, I'm just going to the park. And then like a few months later I go to the park and I'm just chilling there, and I'm not kidding, like 4 like sketchy ass men were just standing next to the kids park for like an hour, because I was there for a while just sitting at this table like doing some stuff, and they all just start approaching me and they surround me and they sit down at my table, and I just like got up and left right away. But you know, like, what the fuck? Like, so maybe I was expecting that to happen, so I manifested that situation, which just comes to show you need to focus, think positively, or else you will manifest all these bad situations, all your fears into your life, you know? You have to be strong, you have to protect your energy, be powerful, don't manifest these bad situations, you know? Rewire your brain to think differently, you know? My last point for today is you're never going to escape that feeling that you have in your heart. Whether it's good or bad, you're never going to escape it. You know, our emotions, our feelings, they're an inescapable part of who we are. You can't run away from them. You, like, listen to what your heart has to say. Pay attention to what your body's telling you, what your intuition is telling you, because you're always being guided by source. You're always going to be guided to align with your highest good. So if you listen to your heart holds the truth. It holds wisdom. Listen to your heart and everything will fall into place. Just listen to your heart, because if you keep pushing it off, your heart will keep telling you the same thing. You know, once you listen to it, you'll realize, like, I should have listened sooner. Just remember, embrace all parts of yourself, even parts that you don't like. If you embrace them, you'll learn how to grow from them. You'll learn how to let go. Embrace all the good parts. Live in the present. Don't spend your time worrying about the future, worrying about the past. That shit is not real. The only thing that's real is in the present moment. You have to make the most of it. You know, make your life special. Make it beautiful. Don't spend your time worrying, stressing out. You know, you're just gonna spiral, and once you start spiraling, you don't stop spiraling until you really get to a really bad point where like a really bad point where you're like, what the fuck, you know? I hope that if you are in that point right now, and you're still watching this video, I really hope that my messages can be somewhat helpful and that you can apply this. And I'm sending you love, peace, love, good energy, good vibes. Bye, my earth angels. Thank you so much if you're still watching. I love you. Bye.